Hello lovers, welcome. It's a beautiful day here in Central Florida, so I thought we'd come outside and we'd have our conversation out on the little lanai, as us Southern girls like to call it. So, gather round, grab yourself a snack, a cocktail, or the beverage of your choice. We've got a few things to talk about. I want to talk about donations. I want to talk about our lovely chickens and roosters that roam around the property, which you're going to be hearing. That was their introduction. We're really not going to talk about them. But they do like to make themselves heard from time to time, so enjoy them. Here we go. First and foremost, I and a thousand others last night watched STS. We watched their live last night, and my goodness, did they deliver or what? Round of applause. Can you hear them? Yay! The porch delivered last night like nobody's business. Apparently, in the Discord, I'm just going to recap really quick. In the Discord, apparently Diane holds meetings there. Diane and her chain gang. And I always want to call her Tony. Always and forever want to call Randy Tony. I don't know why. It's a situation. So Randy and Tony were there, and somebody else, but Randy was on tape talking about, listen, we'll get to her in a second. But she turned out to be the only sane one there for a hot second. So at the close of their meeting, Diane was recorded saying, before we close, listen, I've got something to say. I was on the phone with the head lawyer of St. Jude. Yes, I was. Because, I've got him on speed dial. And I told him, if he doesn't make this stop, and I mean all of it, I'm going to have to seek and get legal counsel, and I'm going to sue the asses off of St. Jude. That's what she was on tape seeing. She said it. Meanwhile, Tony, aka Randy, was talking about, slow your roll. Can we not even say it? Can we not talk about or say that we're going to be suing the asses off St. Jude or the children of St. Jude? Can we just not do it? Can we not do it? So the crazy train has completely jumped its tracks when Randy, of all people, is going to have to step in and be the voice of reason. You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy train. Ozzy Osbourne, honey, I can hear him singing in the background. All aboard the crazy train. Go Ozzy. So that's what's going on in the Discord, which you're not finding me up in the Discord. To me, that's the closest to the dark web. I hear about the dark web. The Discord is the closest to the dark web that I'm even hearing about. I'm not getting up in the dark web Discord. Not for me. I have all due to handle the goings-ons at the bowels of YouTube where we all reside. I'm not going to do it. So, there's that. Now, let's talk about that phone call. Let's break that down a little bit. Diane would like you to believe that she has these lawyers, St. Jude lawyers, in her back pocket, meaning all she has to do is make a phone call and she can release the Kraken. Picture it. Picture St. Jude's Children's Hospital with just a simple phone call, right? She can release the Kraken. All these St. Jude lawyers are kind of flying out of the basement, out of the attics, out of the back door, and they're going to be coming down on you like they're just coming for you, right? That's what she'd have you to believe. So if you all don't stop your madness, right, you're going to be getting stopped in cease and desist letters and all kinds of stuff, right? You're going to be up against something you can't afford to do. You can't afford to deal with that, so you better watch your step. because Miss Pidgen is coming for you. All Miss Pidgen has to do is make a phone call. Here she is. This is Miss Pidgen calling St. Jude. Let me speak to your head lawyer. Miss Pidgen on the phone. Do you have any idea what you people are up against? Do you have any idea what you people are up against? You make this go away, or you'll pay. Don't make me have to get my lawyer. I have the best YouTube lawyers this side of the tracks. I won't ask again. Consider this your final and only warning. And that's it. So, think about that. Think about that. Who else does those kind of maneuvers? Who else? You know what I mean? Because she wants you to fear calling St. Jude, right? These lawyers are there for the children by their own admission. The only ones they operate and work for are the children. That's it. Anybody else is just collateral damage. That's it. They're working for the children. They're not working for the Golden Girls. They're not, you know, old what's her name there? Randy. Might as well be Betty White. What's her name there? Rose Nyland. Cuckoo. Right? He ain't working for Rose Nyland. Ain't working for Wendy. Wanna be Dorothy Sporznak and her sensible flats? Nope. Ain't working there either. Ain't working for the slut. Nope. Blanche Devereaux's left the building. This is Blanche Devereaux. Get the hell out of here. They ain't working for the Golden Girls. Get the hell up out of here. That's how I see it. They're working for the children. Working for the children and nothing more. But she wants to put that fear into you all people so you stop calling and writing letters, because she's trying to gaslight you into believing that you all are harassing a children's hospital. And for that, you will pay. You all will pay. You know who else does that? Here we go. Sit down. Put your drink down for a second. You know who else does that? Predators do that. If you tell mommy and daddy, you're gonna get in trouble. Not me. They're gonna believe me. Mommy and daddy will never believe you. Right? If you call the police, they're gonna arrest you. You're gonna get in trouble. I know people at the police station. I donate there. I'm in good standing with the police. They'll never believe you. You're just a kid. If you call the police, you'll be in trouble. So you better not tell anybody. You better never tell anybody. You see this kind of psychology? This is the kind of psychology that Diane Pidgen uses. It's true. It's true. So I want y'all to settle on that and really kind of think about that along your lines as well. Let's talk about some of the people that are willing to support her still, and a lot of you that aren't. I understand that there's going to be people that are going to fall into their own camps. Many to most are just falling away and saying, you know what, she's not worth the ride anymore. She's not worth the ride, nor is Wendy. I think more and more people are coming to grips and reality and saying, you know what, Wendy knew better. Wendy knew better. She's not an ignorant person. There's no way, there's no reasonable way that Wendy could not have put two and two together over the years. And she's not naive. She's not a naive person. She can figure out everybody else's tea twice a week, every week, right? But she can't figure out Diane's tea. She can't figure out, wait a minute, something just isn't adding up here. Give me a break. So more and more people are like, Wendy, you're not the ticket either. Both of you need to just be strapped to one another and just call it a day. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Those of you hanging on to her, I know it's hard. it's a tough choice for some. They have to decide, do I want to give up my social calendar? What social calendar? Well, a couple times a week for how many years now? You go to Diane's, you go to Wayne, it's a place to go. It's like going down to your local pub. So, you have to weigh that out. What's a little fraud? What's a little fraud? What's a little scam? A little scam, a little scam over St. Jude's, or, sitting at my favorite pub. I don't know. I think if I give up my favorite pub, where will I go? If I give up Diane and where will I go? You know what? Hey, most people would find somewhere else to go. Most people would say, there's 1,000,001 content providers out there, 1,000,000,001 live streams. Certainly there's somewhere I can find to go and get to know somebody else and become a regular somewhere else. Those of you who can't or are unwilling, then I understand that too. We all make our choices in this world, don't we? We all make our choices. So sometimes a weekly social calendar will outweigh the high crimes and misdemeanors of YouTube. To each his or her own. Now, let's move past that. Let's talk about donations. What are we going to do to make this right? A lot of people are talking and doing already in regards to filling the void, the void that is, because St. Jude's has missed out. St. Jude's otherwise would have had a nice little chunk of change coming their way over the years, which they're no longer getting from Diane. Miss Pidgen has decided it's not going to happen. But thanks to a nice blended community that we are now, there's already people stepping up to the plate and donating, and many others talking about donating and trying to come up with a plan. And I would like to put my 2 cents in there as well. So I've already seen a slew of people, smaller donors, stepping up and donating whatever it was, $20, $10, $15, letting people know that they've reached into their pockets and they've donated to St. Jude. So I usually donate once a year around the holidays. I plan on within the next couple weeks giving a little extra something this year, something that fits within my budget that I can do myself. So I suspect a lot more people are going to be doing that. Remember, all of the smaller donors, it's not so much what you can give at that moment, whether it's $1, $5, $20. Just know that accumulatively that money adds up and it blows up into something big, and it's definitely the definition of it takes a village. So just know that when you donate your $5, and not only does that go toward, think about what our communities, but all the other people across the United States and the world for that matter, add that to their money, right? Add that $5 to their $5 and their $5. It makes a difference because it costs $2 million or more to run St. Jude daily. There's a lot of expenses that go in and go out, and shockingly, I'm surprised it's that little. I mean, not that that's little, but I would think it would be more than that. So here's what I have to say. You must donate directly. We have to learn from these lessons. We cannot donate to any one person. I don't care how big their channel is, how much you think they're trustworthy, how nice they are of a person. I don't believe any one person, any one channel needs to step up to the plate and be a collective force and say, I'll take the money. We've learned from that. Not only are there ridiculous fees involved that the kids could otherwise get the hospital, it's just not good business. It's slippery and it's ugly. So you donate directly. If you feel that you want to let people know that you've donated, go into any side chat, any live stream, any comment section, and just make an announcement that you've donated. And if you want to let people know how much you've donated, let people know how much you donated. That inspires other people to donate. So for you larger donors out there, it is a wonderful thing that you all can do that. Molly Golightly, she donated a significant amount just not too long ago. Like I said, I was in Pam's yesterday, STS, and Ufta came through and she dropped another sizable amount. So what these do is they really inspire other people, and to remind other people, wait a minute, if she can do that or he can do that, certainly I can do something, even if I can't do that, right? Not everybody can make a singular sizable donation, but darn it, those will inspire people to make those donations, to reach into your own pocket and pull out $4 or $5. So there you have it on that. I know, let me just make this point here before I move on. There's so many figures wandering around about how much was really skimmed or scammed, right, from the people. How much should have gone to St. Jude? How much money was really taken in through super chats over the years? I've seen figures from 25, 30, 40,000 to 85,000 up to over $100,000, right? The truth is, all is true, probably. All is true. Well, how can all be true? It really depends, and this is what I believe to be the real answer. Because it really depends on how much viewership you gave them. Like, for someone who watched occasionally, right? It might have only been $25,000, $30,000. You literally might have, in your mind, when you're, rough adding, estimating, you're thinking to yourself, well, all the times those times I watched, I know there had to have been $20,000, $30,000. But then you have a more invested viewer who doesn't miss a beat. That viewer could have very well easily saw $100,000 over the year come on in. All right, so it's really hard to say, and I said as much in the chat last night in Pam's chat. I'm like, this is great. Watching these donations come through. We have a void to fill. It's 85,000, 100,000, 75,000, but whatever's been collected, and Ufta's donation last night. Listen, Molly's donation, and all the donations that have been made so far, it's a hell of a little footprint already. It's a wonderful start, right? And we got a ways to go. We just have to decide how we're going to move forward. And I think it's up to the channel providers and the content providers and people with voices to determine and to encourage people a safe way to go forward and make these donations where everyone can feel confident and comfortable doing so, without scandal, without regret, and all that bad stuff, right? So I've always had a policy: donate directly. So that's what I say. Let's go back to Wendy here. So some people are saying that Wendy, I don't know if she just got monetized or she's about to. She's probably monetized by now. Some people are saying that she should turn on her super chats, and they feel that she should take all of that money and donate it to St. Jude. And I'm like, whoa, girl, pull it back. I'm like, no. If she does that, we're right back to square one. Because the minute that she says that she's going to repay St. Jude, or she's going to do anything to compensate St. Jude, we're literally back to square one with the whole Diane thing, because we know how that goes. She cannot Her or Diane Pidgen cannot ever again go on camera and say, I am secretly going to give my money to St. Jude. I am publicly telling you I'm going to give my money to St. Jude. This is for... They cannot do that. Because the moment they do that, their super chats increase. That means, there you go. Since you're giving it to St. Jude, I'm going to give you an extra $2. I'm going to give you $5. I'm going to give you something at all where I wouldn't. And then it's the whole thing of, okay, did you really give it to St. Jude? Are you really going to be transparent? Are you really going to show us every single receipt and every time? Did you? And then, you know, did you miss ad? If you are going to be transparent, we came up with $2,300 this month. You come up with $1,600. You know, no. People, I encourage you all to put the brakes on that. Just shame her. Just forever shame her. That's what they deserve. That's what Diane deserves. That's what Wendy deserves. Forever shame them. They are forever a stain down here. They're a stain on St. Jude. Their channels are a stain. And as far as I'm concerned, they want to do super chats. Let them have them, right? Let Wendy go get her floor fixed. Take your damn money, go get your floor fixed. Go get your walls painted, right? Go get a new tablet, right? Do whatever you want to do with it. Go order some food. Order in some food, right? Who cares? But in my mind, as far as this community pot, you and Diane, Wendy and Diane, you know what they did? They've already took a big old shit on the community pot. Yeah, I said it. Both of them have already taken a big old shit on the community pot. Get the hell off the pot. While the rest of us clean it all up, get the hell off the pot. You all had your shot. Picture like a game of Monopoly, y'all, right? If I'm gonna sit down and play a game of Monopoly with these buzzards, guess who's not gonna be banker? I'm gonna be banker this time. How about that? Somebody lands on free parking, I'll dole out the cash. Somebody needs a hotel or a house, I'll dole it out. You win Boardwalk or Park Place, I'll dole it out. That's just the way it is. These two can't be trusted with nothing. So, that's how I feel about it. You all let me know what you think. I hope you all enjoyed this conversation. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of sunshine. I know a lot of you are probably up north in a blizzard. Some of you are in Texas probably. I know Tiny Comedian, bless her heart. I think Stewie's over there in Texas, and probably a couple more. Just who would have ever thought? I just don't picture, when I think of Texas, I don't picture a blizzard. I don't picture snowstorming. I don't picture them having to ration their electricity. So let's give some extra love and support and thought to Texas today, because this is something they don't see daily. I know a lot of Northerners are really getting hammered. The only thing we can say for up north is this isn't their first rodeo. Texas, I don't think everybody's prepared in Texas. So sending them happy thoughts, warm thoughts, and hang in there. Till next time, love, hugs, kisses. Bye-bye.